Hello, dear friends. This is Sandra Brown of Life Past 80, because that's where I am, past 80. And I have a little announcement today. I had a heart attack right after I did a video about supplements. It has nothing to do with the supplements, but anyways, I'm doing well. But to tell you what happened, I had been in for a physical, and during the physical, they have you take a blood test, of course. And they gave me a call back, and I think I was busy at the time they called, and I did remember them saying, your cholesterol is really high. I think they said it's 300 and something. I guess I'll have to check about that. But I thought, yeah, I know it always runs high. I just didn't think too much of it. But I think it was a warning sign that I, should have looked into this a little more. But so then last Monday, I had dinner guest over. And I had, it was kind of a big dinner, and I had eaten a lot. And I started getting like in my chest, kind of a tight feeling, and like a deep kind of crampy feeling. And then it goes into your back, the upper part of your back. I'm only telling this in case, like ladies, signs of a heart attack for women are different than men. But it went into my back, into my shoulders, and down both arms. I thought it's not a heart attack because it's in both arms. And it wasn't a sharp pain. It was just an aching, deep pain. And I wouldn't even call it that much of a pain. It was very uncomfortable. So I just kind of blew that off as indigestion, took a couple Tums, and forgot about it. And then the next day, Tuesday, Bill had been at men's Bible study, and he came home, and then it was a pretty nice day, and we decided to go out, and there was 3 big holly bushes, and they were overgrown, and we thought it would be a good day to go out and to trim those. And so we had these big paper bags that they have, and so we were doing that. We were trimming the holly bushes, and at that time, I'm like, got really like kind of lightheaded, and he goes, are you all right now? Yeah, I just need to sit down a minute. I go, you know how it is. It's the first of the year that it's warm and you're out working, and I'm not used to doing it. That's all it is. And kind of blew it off. He goes, yeah, well, I'm kind of tired too. And we sat on the front steps a little bit and went right back to working. Then when I came in, once again, same stuff, tightness in my chest, even going up my neck, even in my jaws a little bit, down my shoulders, both arms, in my back. Indigestion, I think. So a couple times again, and he's questioning me all this time, and I'm blowing it off. It's not his fault, it's my fault. Then Wednesday, we ate, we ate those leftovers Tuesday because we had them over Monday. And Wednesday, we decided to walk on the golf course because we had taken the one walk. Now, we had never gone the other way. The other way on the golf course is very steep. I'm seriously very steep. It's golf carts usually go on it. But we decided to walk it. So we took the dog, and we was walking out, and we got about halfway. Well, Bill's already on heart pills too. So we got about halfway, and I'm like, okay, I got to stop just a minute. And he's going, now, if you're not all right, because I was already having, when I left, I was having chest problems. But I thought going for a walk would help. Yeah, okay. And so we got about halfway up, and I'm like, I had to stop. But we still kept going. We stopped a little bit, kept going, got to the top, and across the street. And then, so pretty. Back there's like valleys where the golf courses was. Oh, it's really nice. So, but yeah, I was kind of wanting to sit down. And so now we headed back, but now it's much nicer because we can go downhill. And then we ran into a man and walking his dogs. And he began talking to us and telling how his wife had been on the golf course and had a heart attack. Like, okay, clue number 2. Oh, it's Lord's trying to tell me. And I'm like, but it did think to me, whoa, she had a heart attack. You know? So, yeah, I know. Now you're looking back, you understand what's going on, but at the time I didn't. So I came home and I really felt like sitting down in the chair, and he goes, are you all right? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tight in my chest. I go, no, here we go. Indigestion again is what we're thinking. I says, I promised him. I said, because he kept talking about taking me in. And I go, I'm not going to fight you about it. I go, but tomorrow, if I'm not okay tomorrow, then I'll go in. So Thursday came around, and I called the doctor's office, and I just said, I've had some tightness in my chest. I'd like to come in and see the doctor. Nope, you have to go to the emergency. They won't do it. I'm like, oh, shoot, that's what I thought. They're going to make a big thing out of this. So that's what we did. But guess what? Nobody was in emergency. Not one person. You know how emergencies usually are. I mean, they're usually packed out. Wasn't one person in there. So that was really nice. Got right in, and they start doing blood tests and stuff like this. And they said they did an enzyme test, which I didn't know what they're talking about. I guess an enzyme test can tell you whether you've had a heart attack or not. And it showed that I did have a heart attack. And when they came in and they go, yeah, there is an issue here. You have had a heart attack. I'm like, what? You know, I thought you're supposed to have this big, hard pain. I don't know what I thought. But anyways, with women, it's different. I'll tell you that. So I spent the night there. They admitted me. And I spent the night at the hospital. And then Friday morning, they did surgery. And what they did is put 2 stents in. And they told me that they were going to try to go through my wrist. But if they couldn't, then they would have to go through the groin. And if they couldn't do that, it's possible open heart surgery bypass. Well, then I prayed. I go, Lord, I just prayed they can just go through the wrist. I just did not want to go through the groin or open heart, either one of those. So thankfully Saturday, the surgery went well. And I was just shocked. They came in. You know how you're waiting for surgery and you're waiting to come get you. And when they came in, there was like this big hurry and got you on the table and boom. And there she's asking me questions rapidly, telling me what's going to happen, flying down the hall, and Bill's trotting along trying to keep up. And like everything was a big rush. I don't know what was going on. I think they were running late to get to surgery. And one thing she says, have you ever had some kind of something that was going to put me half asleep? And she goes, well, you'll be in La La Land. And I go, I don't know if I've ever had it or not. But when they rolled me into surgery, I was just shocked how big the room was and how many people were gowned up. And then, like Bill said later, he goes, they were there because in case there had to be open heart, you know. But I don't know. I mean, the room, there were so many people in there. They had masks on, the whole thing, and 2 ladies on each side of me asking all kinds of stuff. And then I didn't remember until Bill told me that a doctor said to him that we asked her, me. He said she was awake enough to ask her that how I wanted them to go. And I said, yeah, I want the stents, but I want you to go through my wrist if you can, which they did, and that all worked out real good. Anyways, the surgery was successful. They put in 2 stents, and I don't know that too much about it, but I think they went into the right coronary artery and the left coronary artery, and I guess I have to keep this with me all the time in my purse. Let's see. I don't know what it means. But, and then there was, I guess, a smaller artery down the front. He said he couldn't put a stent there, it was too small, so they ballooned it out, and he went through 3 times with the balloon and cleaned that up. But I'm good now. And so then Saturday, the same day, I got home. They let me go by 2:30. And I was up and walking around and everything. And the one I think was in the left corner, you can correct if I'm wrong. I know one of the doctors said it was called the widow maker. In Bill's case, it would be the widower maker. But he didn't. He's not a widower, thank God. And I was really concerned about him. I'm a Christian, and you know what? I mean, I don't want to die or nothing, but if I did, I know where I'm going. But Bill, you know, he's already lost one wife. And we're just doing so good, and we're newlyweds and just got this house. And of course, I'm always thinking, oh, it'll be me that takes care of Bill. Here he had to take care of me, and he was just so good. And thank God I had him. You know, if I didn't have him and I wasn't married, I'd be alone when this happened. And I maybe wouldn't even went in. I probably wouldn't have went in. He was there to encourage me to go in, so I'm just thankful that I have him. But you know, something I was going to say to you, one thing they said to me, they said, you know what we can't figure out? Your blood is really thin. And when they looked in the arteries, they said both of the arteries, these main arteries, the opening was as thin as a thread. Yeah, as thin as a thread. That's all the openings were. And no wonder my chest was hurting. And then he said, but the second question was, we can't understand why your blood is so thin. Are you on a blood thinner? And I said, no, I've never been on a blood thinner. You know, I got to thinking about this. Remember I told you I take vitamin E? And I'm not telling you to do it for this reason. And I mean, there's controversy about vitamin E. But I was taking it so it wouldn't get macular degeneration. Well, vitamin E is an anticoagulant. It's a blood thinner. Works like a blood thinner. I'm thinking it might, this is just my thought, possibly even save my life, because my blood was thin enough that even though it was such a very, very narrow little place for the blood to flow through, it was thin enough to go through. I don't know, but I'm just wondering. But either way, I'm back. And I'm good, and I'm home making. You know, I can't believe I had surgery Friday, and here Sunday I'm back here, you know. But I don't know if I should even show you this. The spot they went through, it's so tiny. It looks like a pinprick, but you do get very bruised. I know that looks horrible, but it wraps all the way around. I guess that's enough to freak you out. But this tiny little prick is where they went in. Unbelievable. But I sure was like a pincushion. Oh my goodness, they took blood, and just constantly in there for something, but it was all good. It all worked out really good. I don't know if I'm forgetting to tell you something or not, but I'm okay, and I'm back. And you know what, guys, ladies, if that ever happens to you, with women, we don't get that real sharp pain. So if your chest has been like just aching and tight, get it checked out. And when they tell you your cholesterol is high, and now, of course, I'm on like, I don't know, several meds now, but I'm on blood thinners, and now I can't take that vitamin E anymore. And I didn't tell I was taking them. They don't seem to know that much about natural stuff, but I'm taking the CoQ10 because now they have me on Plavix, trying to bring my cholesterol down. So, okay, guys, just thought I'd give you an update. I'm glad I'm still here to see you guys. And God bless you with good health. And wasn't it funny that I make this video on supplements and I have a heart attack? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, love all of you. God bless you. God bless you in every way. Bye-bye.